Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Freelancer. My name is Marlo, and when we left off, we had just seen a cutscene to set us up for this next mission. Our friend Lonigan, who was on Freeport 7 with us, was assaulted by some official-looking guys and was spouting some conspiracy theories of some kind. But our mission is to go after an artifact smuggler. So, we've got our new ship here. All decked out with fancy weapons, so let's get into space and do it. Alright, our little reminder here, we're going after an artifact smuggler in the Colorado system. So we're going to be going into another star system. This will be the first time I think that we've seen that in this series, so that'll be pretty fun. And when we finish this mission, we'll be able to go to any system that we want to in the kind of nation of Liberty. So, I'm going to hit continue, and I think there's going to be a little talking, so I'm going to be quiet. Or maybe we'll watch a loading screen. Good time to think about the meaning of life.
There you are. I was starting to wonder if you were really okay. You are okay, aren't you? Yeah, I'm fine. Good. So what was going on down there? Who's Lonigan?
I met him on Freeport 7. We just signed a deal when the station was attacked. He was injured and has been in medical ever since. I've been waiting for him to recover to get my money back.
And? What did he say?
Nothing about the money. He said he escaped from medical and the people were after him. I thought he'd lost it, but then these two guys appeared and shot him. Maybe he wasn't just paranoid. I'm never getting paid. Goodbye, million credits.
Hold on, we're almost at the trade lane. Our flight path takes us right past Fort Bush and straight onto the Colorado gate. You first, Trenton.
Doc.
Alright, so into the trade lane again. Common theme. And goodbye, million credits.
Activation sequence completed. Lane jump initiated.
Alright, we've been here before. We're gonna take a left. You know, because outer space has directions like that.
It's only a short run from here to the Colorado gate. Let's go.
Alright.
Doc.
Now,
Activation sequence completed. Lane jump initiated. Ever since the attack on Schultzky, the Navy has moved heavy battleships to all jump gates. Every ship going in or out of the New York system is being scanned.
and when we get to the jump gate, there's a loading screen in between
This is
systems.
Jump Gate Control on Battleship Unity. Please
That's how they hide
identify
it.
yourselves. Over.
Unity, this is Patrol Gamma 6 on special LSF assignment. Requesting permission to jump to Colorado. Over.
Patrol Gamma 6, you're clear to proceed. Over.
Roger that. Gamma 6 out. That wasn't too bad. Let's go.
And that battleship isn't there once you finish the story. The battleships at all the jump gates are gone. There are some battleships that are always in certain places,
Good.
and
Next stop, the Colorado system.
they are essentially space stations that you can dock at and buy military equipment, get military missions. I always thought it was clever that they hide the loading screens in these little jump gate animations. Okay, it's not hidden very well, but it, you know, could be worse.
System jump successful. All systems show green. Trent, Take up position near the trade lane.
This is Junie. Ashcroft has been sighted in the Kepler system. We don't know which way he's going, but it looks like he's coming straight at you. Keep your eyes open. Over.
Acknowledged. Trent, we have to scan every ship that's coming through. Fly to the waypoint and take up position. Good. Cut your engines. We'll wait here.
King, Ashcroft's convoy just entered Colorado. We've set up a trap for him at Pueblo Station. Stay where you are and make sure that none of his men get away. Over.
Roger. Trent, stay sharp.
Alright, I'm going to pause the game for a second so I can tell you about how this works. Now, to scan a ship, first you have to target it, and then there's a button that you can push on your HUD, and I think there's also a hotkey for it. We might as well look that up since we have to do that a few times in this mission so we can find the right ship. Let's look. User interface, maybe? Am I looking right at it? Let's look in the ship controls. Scan cargo is the O key. Alright, so we'll use that hotkey. And you don't have to do this too many times. Just a couple of times before you find the guy.
Scanning cargo.
Okay, he doesn't have anything.
Scanning cargo. Scanning cargo.
Initiating trade lane sequence.
These are all police ships,
Scanning cargo.
so I don't know why we're scanning them.
Scanning.
There, a convoy. Target the ships and scan their cargo.
Scanning.
Got him. I'm going in. Follow me.
I don't know why we had to scan him
You
since it
are
says
in violation of
unknown.
the Liberty Artifact Code and are under arrest.
It's kind of a
Cut your
giveaway.
engines. Trent, go for his engines.
Okay, you cannot specifically target engines. So basically we're just gonna beat the crap out of him until he surrenders. Whew, he's hard to hit. Now he's flying the same ship we are, I think, and it is very maneuverable.
All right, Owen. Are you crazy?
Ceasefire or you will be destroyed.
I hope you got good lawyers. This is abuse of power here. I'll sue.
Sean Ashcroft, you are under arrest.
I'm not Ashcroft, you jawhead. I'm really gonna have you fucked.
What?
The name is Cosmo Van Nostrum. Remember, I'm about to be your worst nightmare, Flatfoot. This is wrongful arrest, harassment, and wanton destruction of my property.
King, our plan has failed. Ashcroft broke through our forces at Pueblo. We've lost contact with the station. Get there as fast as you can. Hurry.
Acknowledged. We're on our way.
This is outrageous. You haven't heard the last of this.
This could get rough. Ready your weapons.
Alright, so we're gonna go have a little combat mission now. And that was my thruster dying out.
Dock.
This combat won't be too bad, and we're in a very maneuverable ship, so we should be okay. I would prefer to have the level 2 shield, but I think we'll be able to find it somewhere after we do this mission. We might even be able to find a level 3 shield somewhere if we eat our Wheaties. But, yeah, we're going to go help the station out, which I believe is under attack, which is a tiny, tiny microscopic spoiler, but you probably already guessed that.
Dear God.
Oh, my!
Pueblo Station, we're under attack. Repeat, we're under attack.
This is Patrol Gamma 6. Engaging enemy.
Gamma 6, we're tracking 6 hostiles. We have fires on several decks, and life support is failing. We can't take much more.
Understood. Let's go, Trent.
Alright. As you can see, we're starting to take a little more shield damage than we have in the last couple of missions. They are a little bit tougher now. But so far, so good. But we do want to be careful, you know, how long we fly in a straight line, certainly. It will make this take a little bit longer, just because before, the bad guys were sufficiently weak that we could just, you know, kind of take it on the chin. The station is not going to fall apart. I think we're in no actual danger of that happening.
Track failed. Track failed.
Oh, we've got one more. Alright, we've taken him right down.
Last one. Pueblo, what's your status?
We lost life support to several sections, but we're all right.
What happened?
We set up a trap for a guy named Ashcroft, but his convoy didn't come out of the trade lane as we thought. They came from the Copperton field and totally surprised us. The LSF fighters were taken down like flies.
Where are the transports?
When the fighting started, they took off into the Silverton field. We tagged one of them with a tracking device. Uploading now. Are you getting a signal?
Yes, we are. Strong and clear. Thank you, Pueblo. They will pay for this.
Good hunting.
Go to.
Ashcroft is ours. Trent, head for the coordinates.
Well, it's a good thing we have these coordinates from the very convenient tracking device that the station was able to fire at the ship. Otherwise, I don't know what we'd do. I guess the game would be over right here.
King, what is going on? Where's Ashcroft?
We're on his tail. Pueblo managed to tag one of Ashcroft's ships. We're following the signal into the Silverton field. We could use some help.
Understood. I'm ordering the Rio Grande to send several fighter wings. Don't do anything foolish, King. Wait for the support. Junie out.
Gamma 6, this is Navy Patrol Zeta 1. Proceeding to your location. Over.
How do they know where we are? Do we have a tracking thing on our ship too? These questions cannot be answered. All we can do is fly to the waypoint and blow up whatever's there. A lot of cowboy diplomacy in this game.
There they are. Ashcroft and his thugs. This must be the drop-off point for the artifacts. This is LSF Gamma 6. We found Ashcroft. Need immediate backup. Lock onto my signal. Over. Ignore the transports, Trent. We have to take out the fighters. Gamma 6, this is Patrol Zeta 1. Ready to engage. Good to see you, Zeta 1. We're looking for a criminal named Ashcroft. We need him alive. Acknowledged. This is Zeta Leader. Engage rogue fighters.
I use my thruster a lot in combat personally. I've always got a finger on the tab key. It's always a good thing to do. It's always one of the first things I upgrade when I get the funds. That weapon, you know, thruster weapons and shields are the things to really concentrate on, I think. You know, that may sound kind of like, well, what else is there? Well, there's a countermeasure dropper that you can get. I don't find it to be terribly useful. I mean, it's just as easy to twist and turn. Oh, flew right by him. Twist and turn and dodge the missiles most of the time. And even when you can't, usually the missiles are not so bad that you can't.
Ashcroft. He's fleeing into the field. I've tagged him. Trent, we can't let him get away. Come on. Damn it. Ashcroft's making a run for it. He activated his cruise engines. Firing cruise disruptor. Damn. The disruptor missile missed Ashcroft. He's entered cruise speed. We have to hurry before he can get away. Activate your cruise engines and head for the coordinates.
Right, so countermeasure droppers, I don't find it to be that terribly useful. There's also mine droppers, which some people are really good at using. I am horrible at it, so I don't usually waste my money on that. And then there's, you can get missile launchers, which work pretty well, actually. But personally, in games like this, I tend to rely on guns that don't have limited, weapons that don't have limited ammunition. But the missiles are not bad in this game. Actually, I think they're really good. I just personally like knowing that I can shoot literally as many times as I want to. Partly it's because my aim is not very good. But use the missiles if you play this game. Some of the missiles are dumbfire. Some of them are tracking missiles, of course. There are even torpedoes that you can use against large vessels, which we may do that actually, because you do run into some large ships that you have to do something about, in the story mode of the game, as things get more and more serious.
I'm picking up a disturbance. Could be a jump hole. We have to hurry or he's gonna get away.
Right now...
I'm picking something up on my scanners. Roger that. I'm seeing the same thing. Everybody, get ready. You'll be sorry you ever met me. I picked my target. Closing in.
Right, so we'll probably use a torpedo launcher later on in the story. We'll probably want one to get rid of some bigger ships as things get more serious.
Trent, use your tractor beam to bring him in.
Alright, so we tractored him in.
We're taking Ashcroft back to New York for interrogation. Thanks for your help. Don't mention it. Good job, Trent. Ashcroft's on ice and Junie's waiting for us in New York. I'm uploading a waypoint to the gate. Let's get going. I hope Ashcroft's interrogation will shed some light on the illegal artifact trade here in Liberty. Pressure from high up has been mounting in the last few weeks. Rumor has it that about a month ago, a Rhineland expedition discovered a whole new supply of these things on a distant planet in the Omicron systems. I mean, everybody knows that there are alien ruins, but they're mostly dust, and the artifacts are just as dead as the beings who made them. Apparently, these new ones are different. They're active, and could be dangerous. Both LSF and the Liberty Navy have stepped up their patrols, and I've heard rumors within the LSF that the President will soon be banning these artifacts altogether.
Alright, that was actually really, really important what he was just saying to the overall story. Right now we're doing these, law enforcement type missions for the Liberty Security Force, but the story is going to take a twist here.
Trent, we have to go faster.
In a little while. I just wanted to show you this really quick. This is a jump hole. It is a wormhole that you can use to go between systems. There's a network of naturally occurring jump holes in the game that are frequently used by,
Trent, we have to go faster.
less than legal factions. I apologize if you can hear my dog going crazy, but yeah, they're all over the place. You can find them kind of off the beaten path, and they're worth looking for. If you go to your nav map, one of the buttons up here at the top is patrols. If you hit that, you can look at patrols of factions that don't like you, factions that do like you, neutral. And if you look at the ones that don't like you in this map, you'll see, if you zoom in, that they kind of converge on a couple places. One is Ure base, that's a base that we passed by, that's a Xeno base. Another place that they converge is at the jump hole. So if you're looking for a jump hole, or a, base that is kind of hidden, a good thing to do is to look at your patrol maps and see where things start to converge and go to those areas to see what's over there. And as you explore, let's zoom back out, when you first enter a system, these patrol maps are not going to be here. And you notice we don't have any.
King, are you and Trent all right? What is your status? Over.
We're fine. Mission accomplished. We broke up Ashcroft's little party. He was getting ready to move those artifacts onto the black market when we took him down.
You didn't kill him, did you? I remember the last time...
Negative. Trent has him tied up in his cargo hold. He deserves worse.
He'll get what he deserves, but not until he's told us all we need to know. I'll make preparations for your arrival. Be careful heading back to New York. Intel advises that members of Ashcroft's gang might try to free him before we get him into lockdown. I'm still on Manhattan. Meet me there. Junie out.
Right. So, you'll notice that there's no patrol paths over here. That's because we haven't explored that area. So as you explore new areas in a system, patrol paths will start to, your computer will note the trajectories of different ships and, you know, try to predict their patrol paths. So you see where points are converging over here, there's a good chance there's something over there. I think it's another jump hole. It's been a while, but I think it's another jump hole. So anyway, that's a good way that you can find these secret bases and jump holes that, if you're involved with factions that are,
The jump gate will take you to the next system, Trent.
less than legal, then that's a good way to look for them. And of course, once you've found them, they'll appear on your nav map as per usual. All right, let's dock with this jump gate and go back to the New York system. We've got to get this our prisoner to the planet to complete our mission. I noticed that I have bought the wrong gun and bought a Lava Blade Mark III. We're going to correct that. It has a different projectile speed, and so that's probably been messing with our aim a little bit. It's not a bad gun, it just doesn't match up with our other guns that we have. So.
This is Jump Gate Control on Battleship Unity. Please identify yourselves. Over.
This is Patrol Gamma 6 on special assignment. We have a prisoner for the LSF. Requesting permission to proceed. Over.
Acknowledged, Gamma 6. You've received priority clearance. Over.
Thank you, Unity. Out. Junie must have arranged that for us. Let's go.
This is Junie. Change of plans. You and Trent are to proceed directly to the battleship Missouri near Zone 21. I'll take charge of Ashcroft there. Junie out.
The Missouri? Well, she's full of surprises. Usually the Navy draws the lines at Zone 21. They must really want to get their hands on Ashcroft. We're almost there. One more trade lane.
You know, we saw that cutscene where those official-looking guys came after Lonigan, and now...
Intel was right. More rogues. Trent, we have to fight them off. Fort Bush, this is LSF Gamma 6. We're under attack and need assistance. Over.
This is Fort Bush. We're launching 2 wings to assist you.
Fort Bush Wing Alpha here. Engaging enemy.
Alright, we're tearing them up pretty fast, though. Yeah, the change of plans here, coupled with the, you know, the official-looking guys who captured Lonigan and knocked us unconscious, kind of has to make you wonder what's going on. Maybe we'll find out.
Last one. That was close. Thank you, Alpha Wing.
Don't mention it, Gamma 6.
This way, Trent. Junie's waiting. For the rogues to attack us so close to Fort Bush, Ashcroft must really know something important.
Alright, here we're going to dock with a battleship, which doesn't actually move. It's really essentially a space station. I think the fiction, you know, that we're supposed to be kind of going along with is that the battleship is patrolling this area. But you know, in actual terms of gameplay, this particular battleship is always here.
This is Battleship Missouri Control. Identify yourself. Over.
This is Patrol Gamma 6 on special LSF assignment. We're bringing a prisoner to LSF Commander Junko Zane. Over.
Acknowledged. Commander Zane is awaiting you. Over.
Roger that. Gamma 6 out. Time to collect your credits, Trent. Hold on. Yeah, I understand, yes. I'm leaving right now. Over. Hey, Trent, a convoy near Pittsburgh is in trouble and needs help. I'll see you later.
I think there's a cutscene here. Yeah.
Are you sure you brought enough men? He's unconscious in my cargo hold.
Trent, Ashcroft is a dangerous man, and I don't like to take unnecessary risks. Which reminds me, the bounty. And I owe you the access codes. They're both being uploaded to your Neuronet now. You'll also find an extra bonus.
Thanks.
You did a good job. You deserve it.
What's gonna happen to Ashcroft?
He'll be interrogated, of course. He's our best insight into the smuggling ring. I'm sure we can make him talk. Meanwhile, with your new security status, I suspect you'll be able to occupy your time while I'm gone.
Where are you going?
On assignment. I take orders too, Trent. But don't go too far. I might need you again. Soon.
Alright. We've advanced to level 4. We've been cut loose again, essentially. If we look at our player status screen, we'll see that we need to get up to approximately 25,000 credits. So that's probably will put us up to the next... well, obviously it will put us up to level 5, but it will probably also trigger the next story mission to happen, more than likely. Now, there's a new icon that's appeared here. It's this repair, this wrench. It means that you have something that can be repaired. Now, it could be your ship and parts on your ship, but it could also be equipment that you've tractored in to your hold in combat. And I think that's probably what it is. I don't think we took enough shield damage to actually damage our physical ship. So let's see what it is. If you click on it, it takes you straight to the equipment dealer. It's a thruster. I think that's a thruster that we probably tractored in. We're not going to repair it right now because it cost us $41. Now yeah, we tractored in 3 Javelin missiles, which we're not using missiles, so we're going to sell that. Yeah, that's a thruster that we tractored in. We get less money if we sell it right now, but at the same time, if we were to spend the money, I mean, it still kind of works out to be a loss either way. So it's really just better to just sell the damaged equipment, because by the time you factor in the money that you spent repairing it, you're really not making any more money. And in some cases, I think you actually just purely break even. Like sometimes there's literally no point in doing that. So, all right, let's do that. See if we can fix our gun situation. Do they have Justice Mark IIIs on board this station? They do. Okay, let's sell the lava blade. It wasn't that bad, but I like all our guns to match up. And then, yeah, you know what? We're going to sell these others, and we're going to have all 4 of our guns be Justice Mark IIIs. It uses a significant chunk of our money, but I think it's going to be worth it in terms of firepower. Now let's go check this out here, see what we tractored into our cargo hold. Oh, not much, and usually you're not going to tractor in anything terribly valuable. It's just a few extra dollars here and there. You know, every little bit helps. Now let's see what ship that they might have available for us. Okay, they have the Defender Heavy Fighter. This is a military ship that, while the police tend to use the Patriot Light Fighter, the military uses the Defender Heavy Fighter. And you can mount 5 guns and 1 turret on this ship. It has a lot more armor than what we have. It has more cargo space, just basically more of everything. Now, it's not going to be as maneuverable. That's the trade-off with your heavy fighters. And I do tend to prefer heavy fighters over light fighters, personally. Now, there's also very heavy fighters. There's only really 3 of those in the whole... 4-ish, 3-ish of those in the whole game, depending on how you look at it. But there's a lot of heavy fighters in the game. Kind of the medium class is what I like. This is probably the heaviest fighter. This is the probably... I would say this is probably the best ship that you can probably buy in Liberty space. And even if we go to, you know, other systems in Liberty space, we're going to see a lot of the same ships for sale over and over and over again. Excuse me. We're not going to buy it right now. We might buy it later, but we might not. We might stick with this ship for a while until we kind of get to the next chapter, I'll say, of the story. So, okay, we've basically been cut loose, so we can go do missions in other parts of Liberty space. So we can go to the bar here, and I guess we will. And again, there's people that we could talk to. I encourage you to talk to everybody when you play the game, but for the sake of time, we're not going to do that. Now, these missions are still low cost. Why? We're still in the New York system. So we're actually going to go to another system to do missions where we can make money a little bit faster and hopefully get a better shield and maybe a better thruster as well. But that is going to have to wait until next time. So when we come back, we'll do a couple of these independent free roam type missions and see if we can get to the next stage of the story. I'm sure it'll be fun.